Look, check this out. I'm sitting here waiting for my daughter to get on the bus. She down there watching it. She's like one, two, three, four. She 5 houses down. Anyway, check this out. My wife was telling me that she told me this several times. She said I'm hard on our daughters and I treat them like boys, right? See, I understand the world we live in, and I really don't think women understand the world they live in because you can create a soft life for your family, and they could be oblivious to the things that is around them. And what I mean, see, I remember when my father had bought our family a house, and where we lived at, it was a black side of town. But you have to understand, where my parents live at now is the ghetto, right? But before it turned into the ghetto, it was somewhat the black side of town. Because the area my parents live in, it used to have a grocery store, a post office, two banks, a car lot, and they had International Paper. IP was the paper mill plant. So, and the guys that worked at the paper mill plant was making good money. So when the paper mill plant left, the banks left, the post office left, the grocery store left, the two banks left, everything went downhill. And when I say my father could walk, he could walk out his house, walk down the street, he can walk left 10 minutes, go to the grocery store, come back to his house, walk 20 minutes to the right. He can be at Hancock Bank, he could be at the post office. It was a nice community, but the community went down. Even though the community went down, I was oblivious to that I lived in the ghetto because my father created a soft life until he went through the things he went through. Now, with that being said, with my children, with my wife, you have to understand, my wife, when I married my wife, she moved out of her father's house into my house. So my wife never had the struggle put on her back as far as making sure the bills is paid every month. And she tell me I'm hard on my daughters like they're boys. But see, I understand something. Um, I'm not raising my daughters to rely on your son. I'm say it again. I'm not raising my daughters to rely on your son. Yes, I use tough love with my daughters. Yes, I do. And this is a prime example. And I don't care if the person watched this video, and I'm just being honest. It's a guy in the family who's on hard times. And to me, look like this guy's always been on hard time. He talk a good game, but he don't walk it. And let me give an example. Right now, the guy I'm talking about, he going through a struggle. He going through a struggle to where he need help paying his bills. Lights getting turned off, water getting turned off, and you're a single man. I'm gonna say it again. Lights getting turned off, water getting turned off, and you need help with rent, and you're a single man. But if you go to this person's social media posts, you going out having a good time, you posting pictures. And I told my wife, I say, see, this right here, this is what a soft life on a man creates. Because the man understands, mommy will bail me out. My sisters will bail me out. And they do, they bail them out. Now, when you have a man who's been living this way as a teen, their 20s, and in their 30s, and you're pushing 40s, and it's the same thing. The mother have created a soft life for him and has always made excuses for him. So now you have, and I remember telling my daddy this, because my daddy had a soft spot for one of my sisters that he always give her everything she want. I said, and and I told my pops, because I was getting it out the mud. I was 17, 18. I was 17, 18 getting out of the mud. I told my pops, I said, you're gonna be an old man still taking care of your child. I said, what's gonna happen? You're gonna be in your 70s and your child gonna be in her 40s and you still gotta take care of them. And that's just what's happening in this situation. See, I understand. I cannot pick up a phone and tell somebody, say, bro, you got $3 grand to get me out of a jam. There's nobody I can call. But see, this guy have somebody to call, and he's going to continue to do the same exact thing that he's been doing. Lights getting turned off, water getting turned off, behind on rent, and now you have brought a child into this world. And this is what I mean by women can't pick a man. Because see, this woman thinking that you're one way, but you're not. And see, she done laid down, spread her legs over, and had a baby for you. And now she's realizing he can't help me with this child. He cannot help me financially with this child. So now she's going to have to go move on, date somebody else as a single mother. And we all know a lot of men don't want to date a woman, they got a kid. So I'm not raising my daughters to rely on your sons, because y'all ain't raising y'all sons right. Y'all raising y'all sons just like that right there. Y'all raising y'all sons just like that right there. And what you have to understand is this is a mean, nasty, cold world, and it don't nobody have nothing for you. You have to get it out of the mud. But anyway, I just figured I'd make that little quick rant video early this morning. And when I was hearing that story, I was like, it don't surprise me with Buddy. I told my wife, I said, in about another 2 years, they're gonna have to do that again for that same individual. I said, but this time it would be with another child. Another child will be brought into the world. But hey, I mean, people live how they want to live. That's on them. I don't care, because I understand what it is I have to do every single day, day in, day out.